And let me introduce myself. My name is Mars Tu, and today I will work with my colleague Michelle Wang to introduce the app features and functions. So we move to the overview. Today I want to talk in three topics of Tuya Smart. First part is app structures and details. The next part are two different common pairing methods, easy mode and AP mode. The last part, I want to introduce the smart features of Tuya Smart. It is a very important part and interesting part of our Tuya system. Okay, now we begin with the app structures. Tuya Smart app home page is very simple and clear. The interface divided to a lot of sections and provides different functions to user. From the top side, there have a name on the top left corners is the home name. Click it, you will enter to the home management page and move down to the next sections. It is weather information part. You can set the temperature, air quality, humidity, and other weather data here. But the weather functions requires to get the authorization of location from mobile phone, which is supported by Google Map Key. The zone management is under the weather areas. It allows users to arrange their devices to different zones. And you also can manage it via home management page. I will operate it later with mobile phone. And the biggest areas is the devices management part. And for this page, we didn't add any devices. You can click the mid buttons into the add devices page. And at this page, there are many categories of products here. You can find the exact device icon and click it into the pairing page. Okay, Michelle will show more details on mobile phones. So I will change the screen.
Okay, hello everybody. So we now transfer to the app to show the screen to let everybody to have a look on the real app operation. So just as our colleague Mars said just now, and now we are in the home page of our app Tuya Smart. Now you can see we have several sections here. On the top, you can see on top left there's home management selection. We can see different homes. For example, now we have 4 homes: demo, smart lighting, demo, and smart home. And on the top right, there is the cross button. So we can click cross button here, and then you can see we enter into a connection page. Now add device. Now you can see there are on left, there are many different categories, including electrician, lighting, home appliances, and kitchen appliances, and some other video devices like cameras. Okay, and just below the top, there is a weather column. We can click inside. There are major 2 contents here. The first one is the location. So you click location here. Now you can see we are located in Hangzhou, and you choose it. This location is provided by Apple Map. And then you can see the local weather here. We have temperature, humidity, air pressure, and also wind speed. Okay, so just below the weather, here is the room management. You can see different rooms here. Dining, we can have dining room, kitchen, study room, and some other new rooms. Okay, just below that, you can see very big red button. We call it add device, because now there's no device in the home page, so we can click add. And this ad will also lead the user to the same page as the red cross on the top. So here you can also see the categories, and there are many different kinds of devices. You can choose the exact one you want to do some connections. For example, choose socket here. Okay, then we go to the connection page. For this part, we will discuss later. And there are three buttons at the bottom. We can have home, smart, and me. Home is for the device, and smart. This page is mainly for to create some scenarios. We have two different kinds of scenarios. First one is tape to run, and the other one is automation. We will also have more introductions for this section later. And the red one, we call it me. It's something for profile. For example, you can have a look in the personal center to see your account information. For example, you can choose the nickname, you can set your profile photo, and you can also have a look on your account and security page to see your location, your email, your region, and you can also change the password here. And you can also have a look in the message center to see some different messages. Yeah. And there are also some settings here to see to open the sound or not. Okay. And there's another very important idea in Smart app, that is home management. For example, we choose this home, we do home management. We go to our smart home. Yes. So here you can see now the homeowner is this account, Tuya app demo. And we can also add other members. We can enter the name, for example, QI tester. Please note here, now we can choose the region. There's a limit here. The family member should be in the same region. For example, now our test account is in United States area. So to share this family and add family member, the other user should also be in this region. So we cannot use China region. We need to go to United States of America. And then we input the username under this account. For example, this is my personal account. Okay, and here we can also choose the family role. We can choose it. The guy could be a common member or the administrator. For common member, the authorization is very limited. He can only operate the device and do some simple settings. But for administrator, he has almost the same role as a homeowner. He can do a lot of things. Okay, and then we click Save here. Okay, now you can see we add a new family member here. His name is Tester. Now you can see there's a waiting to join because the system our cloud will send a push notification, a confirmation to this user to ask him to accept this invitation. After acceptation, and then the new user will become family member in our family. Now we go to a demo home. There we have a lot of devices. Now you can see the devices are full, a lot of them. There are different kinds. Now on the top, you can see there is the new button here. It's especially for the cameras. For example, now we can see multiple cameras in the same page. On same page, we can have maximum 4 cameras. But if you have more cameras in your family, for example, you have 10 cameras, we will have many pages, for example, 3 pages. Each page have 4 cameras and 2 cameras. And you can scroll up to the left and to the right to have a look. This is very useful for the security. Okay, and now you can see there are many different kinds of products in Tuya platform. Okay, I think now we can go back to our slides and finish this part of app demonstration.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. So we go back to the slides. So the next part, we were talking about the pairing approaches. So here, the Wi-Fi devices have two common pairing device approaches. The first one is easy pairing. The other one is AP pairing. The easy pairing supports one to more connections. It's more easy to build connections between device and mobile phone. However, the AP pairing just supports one-to-one connection. The connection process is more complex than easy pairing, but it has high rate of connecting success. So using the easy pairing, first step is find the correct devices from TUYA pairing list, and then click the product icon to enter the guidance page, and enter the Wi-Fi account and password to connect the network. The next step requires to reset the devices. Please make sure your devices enter the correct status under the pairing, and the devices will be pairing automatically in the next step. It's a very simple and easy way to add devices. If we use the AP pairing method to connect the devices, the first step of AP pairing is using Wi-Fi account and password to connect the router as well. And then the app requires to resetting the devices. It is the same ways like the easy pairing. But here is make sure your devices under the correct status as well. And then click the confirm buttons. The app requires to connect with the device hotspot. So you need to go to the setting to find the correct hotspot and connect it. Go back to the app. The device will pairing automatically. So let we go to try these two different methods.
Okay, let's do some demonstrations on the app to have a look at how we actually operate on app to achieve a device connection. So now you can see we take a Wi-Fi bulb as the example. And now on the app, you can see we choose the categories of lighting, and then we choose a Wi-Fi lighting bulb. The first, just as our colleague said, we have two different kinds of connection method. The first one is easy mode, and the other one is AP mode. So now we can start from easy mode first. The first step is we need to confirm the Wi-Fi name and the Wi-Fi password. Okay, then we go next step. Okay, the first step is we need to power on the device. You can also have a look on my screen. There is a real-time demonstration about the device. Okay, now we power on the bulb. Okay, next step, we need to do reset. We need to turn on and off for 3 times to make the bulb enter a status of fast blinking. Okay, now you can see the bulb is blinking very fast. And then we click confirm here. And then what we need to do is just wait for the app to finish the connection process. Now you can see the bulb is not blinking anymore. It is constantly bright. So that means the bulb has already connected to the Wi-Fi router. Now the second step, the device is doing registration on the cloud. Okay, now the connection has been finished. Then we click down here. Now we enter the device UI panel. Now the bulb is on. We turn it off. Okay, so now let's try another method to do connection that we call AP mode. So we do the same thing. So we go to the lighting category and we choose the bulb, and then we check the Wi-Fi name and the Wi-Fi password. It can also be hidden if you don't want anyone else to have a look on your password. Then we go next. So here we need to choose the pairing mode here. We need to choose change from ED mode to AP mode. Okay, so the first step, we need to power on the device. So you can also have a look on the mouse screen and it's doing some operation. Next step, we need to, it's very similar, but there's one more step here. For ED mode, we just need to turn it on and off for 3 times, and then the bulb will blink very fast. But for AP mode, we need to turn on and off for another 3 times to make it blinking slowly to enter AP mode. Okay, now the bulb is blinking fast. Then we turn it on and off for another 3 times. Okay, now the bulb is blinking very slowly. Then we go next. We click confirm here, because now the performance of the bulb is the same as what is shown on the instructions in the video. Then we click next. Okay, AP mode. AP mode is different. It's easy mode. For AP mode, the device itself will generate a hotspot. So our app need to click this, need to connect to this hotspot. So then we go to connect. Now on the Wi-Fi list, you can see there is a Wi-Fi called Smart Life BB86. So we click. What we need to do is to click connect to this hotspot and then go back to our app. However, because for demonstration, if our app connected to the device hotspot, it will cause to stop our video sharing on the Zoom, so we will not perform anymore. But the next step will be exactly the same as what we did for the ED mode. We just need to wait, and then everything will be finished. Okay, so let's stop the sharing, and then we go back to the slide.
Okay, we go back to the slides and move forward to the next topics. The next topic is about the smart features of our Tuya Smart app. And back to the slides. The smart features are divided to the 2 sections. One, we call it tap to run. The other one is automation. Look at the left pictures. It is tap to run page. The colorful blocks are tap to run buttons. Tap to run similar to a quick start button. You create a series of actions using one button to run them directly. The right pictures is automation page. It also has colorful blockers, but these blockers has on-off buttons to control them. That is different from tap to run, because tap to run needs user to click it, and the actions will be performed. But the actions in automation, it can be completed when the condition is triggered. No operation from user is needed. Of course, you need to enable the switch status is turned on. And how to create tap to run actions. Firstly, you need to set a condition as tap to run. In the condition page, they have a lot of conditions. Here, But if you want to set the tap to run functions, you must be locked the condition as tap to run. If you choose the other one, other conditions, it will be set as automation functions. So please notice. And the second step is choose the devices. You must be connected a lot of devices, so you can choose from them. And the next step is to set the task. Enter to the function of devices page. You can choose the turn on the device or turn off the device and other more functions. And then you will create a tap to run functions. It will show you the tap to run page. And how to create automation conditions. The first step is same as tap to run. You need to choose the automation conditions. For here, we provide 4 conditions. One is when the weather change, and when the location change, the schedule, and when the device start to change. So you choose the one of these and go to the next step, select the devices, and move to set the functions of devices. And then you will enter to the smart scenario setting page. On this page, you need to make the definition about the effective time. For example, you need to set the repeat time. We provide to set from Sunday to Saturday, and you will set the effect time, the effect periods on the app. And that is the simple smart scenarios here. On our app, we can do the multiple conditions here. So there is examples here. So we set a scenario that when you come back home with sunset and enter to living room and enter to living room, the bulb will be lighting, air purifier will be working, and the TV already turned on. We can set this on our smart functions. So firstly, we set the conditions as the weather change as sunset and the location change as arrived. And the device change as when the door sensor opened. Then we go to select the devices. We select the bulb of living room and the door sensors and the purifier. And the other one is the smart plug with TV. Then we turn them all on, and we created a smart scenario here. It's a multiple conditions we can run. So let me do it on the phone.
Okay, so now we transfer to the mobile and have a look on the app operation. Now you can have a look on my app. So now we are in the smart page. So you can see we have 2 different kinds of scenarios. One is called tip to run, and the other one is called automation. The tip to run is something like you just you click on the button and then some actions will be performed. For example, let's have a look on the light up. For example, we just click light up, and then you can see bulb 1 and bulb 2 will be switched on. So just a one click, and then some actions will be performed. Okay, so let's see how to create a tap to run. We click here, and then we can set up tasks. We can set up some actions for this scenario. For example, run device. We choose a bulb. We choose bulb 1. Can make the switch on, and we can choose set the brightness to, for example, 40%. And then we click next. And now we enter in setting page, and then we can change the name. For example, we set the name to maybe go to work. Go to work, okay. And then we can also set the style. There are different colors. For example, we choose a blue one. Yep. And then we click Save. And then you can see there's a new button on a new block on the top. We call it Go to Work. And at the bottom, you can see there's an icon called Add to Siri. We click here. We can add this scenario tapped wrong to Siri, because on the app, just need to click for once, and then actions will be performed. On Siri, we can do similar actions. We just need to see the name to the scenario name to the Siri, and then Siri will perform the actions. We click Add to Siri, and then you can see there's Siri page. Go to work, Add to Siri. Now it's Add to Siri. Let's see what will happen on Siri. Go to work.
Just a moment. Okay.
Yes, it has been performed. Now we have a look to the bar. We have looked to bulb 1. Okay, now the bulb 1 is switched on, and the brightness is at 40%. So we just speak to Siri, go to work, and then Siri will perform actions. Okay, there are similar features here, because you can also have a look. There's also something we call widget. For example, we can have bulb 1, bulb 2, and air purifier on widget. For example, we turn off the bulb 1 on widget, turn off bulb 2, and also it's a little bit slow. And also turn on the purifier. And we can also turn on the bulb. So it's a very quick operation on the widget. It's also a very important and very interesting feature on the iOS system. Okay, so now we can go to the automation page. Automation page is much more complicated than tip to run, because in automation, we have 2 sections. The first one is a trigger condition. The second one is actions. Let's see how to start. For example, we can have 4 kinds of different conditions. We can have a weather change, location change, schedule, and device status change. Okay, let's choose weather change as an example. For example, we choose the local temperature. You can change it make it the target as 25 degree. And we choose the condition is higher than 25 degree as a trigger condition. Okay, next. And then we can choose some actions. For example, we can run device, do some operation on device. For example, we can choose when the temperature is higher than 25 degree, we can choose to turn on the diffuser. And we can also add other tasks. If it's higher than 25 degrees for temperature, and then we close the curtain. Okay, so now we have 1 condition and 2 actions. We can also add more conditions here. We click plus, and then we add a condition here, for example, schedule. Repeat, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yes, then we go next. So now we have 2 conditions here, and there are 2 actions. We can also change the name. For example, we can set the name as too hot. Okay, and then we click save. And now you can see there's a too hot automation here. So if the temperature is too high during a certain time, and then the purifier will be turned down and the curtain will be switched off. You can also do some edits here. Okay, Just now in the chat box, I saw some clients asking about the pairing page we just discussed, whether it's a video or GIF. So in fact, we have a video here. For example, we take Bob as an example. You can have a video here to show how to do connection on the Bob. It's very practical and useful for the end users to do some pairing without looking at the complicated paper instructions. It's a very new feature on 12 Smart. Okay, I think we finished this part of demonstration about automation and the things. Let's go back to the slides.
Thank you, Michelle. And we change the screen to the slides. And for now, this is all of this today's introduction about the 2R Smart functions. And the next part, we will have the session preview.
Yes, for session 4, we'll talk about how to deal with OEM app for the same time next Thursday. So see you the same time next Thursday. Now, if you have any questions, you can just ask Mars or Michelle. You can leave messages at chat box, or you can just talk directly with them. I just unmute everyone. Can just speak out. Okay.
Or maybe we can discuss the questions in the chat box one by one.
Yeah.
Same thing we did last time. I think I see there are many questions in the chat box now. Which is first one?
I see Abby have answered several of them.
Okay.
And we can begin from Philip.
What is the question?
About automation, what if you set specific weather you're at home, but then you travel different country? Will the automation follow your mobile weather forecast or will stay at home?
The weather depends on the because when you set automation, there's a location. Follow the location weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Edwin asked, with Siri, the product must be compatible with the HomeKit, or it does not have relevance?
There's no relevance with HomeKit. It's a feature of iOS. You can, it's about, if you want to have this function, you can have a look on the Tuya iOS value-added service page. There's the value-added service. You can make an order there and our operation team your app to have this feature. There's no need to do something about HomeKit. It's only about active.
Thank you, Michelle. And I see someone is late today, so we'll upload the video record to the YouTube, and I will send you the link and also the slide to your email. Okay. And Kenya asked if I have a camera with a motion sensor, I can only set a schedule if the start time is less than the end time. That is from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. is possible, but if I want to put it from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. is not possible. Why?
There are two different setting pages for the earlier one. For the older ones, because it's for earlier products. At that time, we do not have the compatibility to do overnight schedule.
Okay.
But now we have some new scheme and about the product, and now we can support overnight schedule.
Agora tengo.
Buenos días. Gracias.